Okay, hello everyone. This is Sharonda, and this is my podcast as well as my Facebook Live Spiritual Sense. Today is Tuesday, which is January the 31st. And so I'd like to start off by saying that this podcast as well as this Facebook Live is for entertainment purposes. Okay? So basically in this Facebook Live and podcast, I go over a love tarot card reading. I think I'm going to do a love reading and a tarot card reading for today. Okay? So before I proceed, I'd like to say, Father, Supreme Being of all being, thank you for waking me, family and friends alike up this morning to see another day. Continue to bless us with your everlasting favor and honor and grace. I ask for infinite wisdom, knowledge, capability, and understanding as I do this love tarot card reading. Again, it is optional. It is for entertainment purposes. Now, if you're someone who may want to listen in versus viewing in to my tarot card reading, you can go on Spreaker.com. Again, that's SPREAKER.com. And you can just type in Spiritual Sense Podcast, and it should pull up where you can listen to the presentation. Okay? So today, with my love reading, I do the Love Oracle cards, Island Time Wellness Love Oracle cards. Okay, so before I proceed, I'm going to say I want to pay homage or homage to Bastet or Bas, Yamaya, Shango, Osiris, Ma'at, and Agun. Also Agun. So, Orishas, deities are gods and goddesses that you can call upon for clarity, understanding. My lighter is not going to work this morning, so it's God by way of, whatever the case. You're not doing idol worship. You may have practitioners or those individuals. They may have, the figurines. I aspire to get some myself, but it's not idol worship. It's God by way of. Okay, so we're going to proceed with do a 3-card love reading. Let me proceed to scramble, I should say, my cards. Okay, so we're gonna say 1, 2, and 3. Now, as I mentioned before, I've had a couple of people on here to inquire about a reading, and I did a couple of. I really don't profess to be the best tarot card reading that's out there, but once you get into tarot card reading, it's to each individual's own specific self. Okay, so you just have to get you a couple of decks, learn the spreads, and it will begin to work in sync to your thoughts. And oftentimes when you do a reading, many of the times you'll find that the reading is actually on yourself. And your eyes will begin to be expanded to where you'll see how life truly works. And everything that you've been thinking has not been so. So that's a revelation that will come to you. Okay, so I got 3-card love reading, and then I got 3-card tarot deck. I was trying to get my I'm out of space and storage on my devices. So I was trying to get the tarot card. I got it on my laptop. I was trying to get it to go on my phone, and I'll probably have to worry about that later on. Okay, so I'm going to do the 3-card love reading, and then I'm going to proceed with the 3-card tarot reading, and then I'm going to do a 6-card Celtic Cross with my Miss Cleo's Tarot Power Deck cards. But anyways, getting back to what I was saying about tarot cards. So, it probably will be best if you get these cards, a couple of decks yourself, and proceed to use them yourself. Okay. So I got card 1, card 2, as well as card 3. Card 1 says what? This is what we have as card 1. Hand of cards. Take a chance. Risk. Being strategic. Options not showing hand. Gambling. So I think right now, this reading is in regards to someone who has a successful relationship. And I think the reason why you have had a successful relationship, I'm going to say that you probably are the type of person that is like the model relationship. Like, people will need to consult with you and get tips on how to make a relationship work and last, is what I feel. You are like that go-to person. I don't know if you even have an interest in being a counselor or an advisor, but something lets me know that you have the secret. And reason being is because you are a studier. That means someone who's able to sit back and take note of how things are. You get an idea about certain characteristics and personalities at certain time. I do feel like you do have a psychic intuitive instinct about you. And number one, you recognize strategy as it has listed here. And number two, it says not showing hand. That means not letting everybody know your business. Everybody doesn't need to know your business, even if everyone's that profess to love you and that's dear to you and honor to you. And some things you keep on the inside, as the saying go, what happens in Vegas, what stays in Vegas. That means you don't let everybody know what is dear to you, what has been revealed to you. Because even if they admire it, they're not going to let you know. And then if you continue to quote, make them appear as though they don't know anything, and God does not give them no type of insight or instinct, then they're going to begin to taunt you. That's just natural psychology of how spirits work. Okay? How people work. I have cassette here. Outdated thinking, conditionally, replaying events over in your head. So this right here is to give you an instinct that God will use whom He will to convey a message. And oftentimes when God has bestowed some updated information to you, or some information that, you know, people that are around you do not know, then they'll begin to come taunt you about many petty little things that don't really make, you know. So, why am I speaking about this? The reason why I'm speaking about this is because we are in a time right now where things are very sensitive. You have a lot of sensitive matters that are occurring right now. Everybody doesn't have the answers. So I think you are the type of person that will work best around people that can admit defeat, can admit that they don't have all the answers, who don't get emotionally driven into a situation, whereas you have others that do. So I think you will work best in situations such as that. And with that being said, as I mentioned, perhaps advisor or some type of advisor where people who respect your opinion is not being drawn out of personal driven is the point. This is what I have, girl talk. You can very well be a mentor. Time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. So you, in essence, I think, would be a good example for those who are single. You know, who are single, who are looking to get your secrets and see what it is that that they haven't come to grips with. All right, so I have this card here. It is and it's actually upside down. Four of Swords. I think a lot of times you have doubts to where you begin to feel as though people are trying to get rid of you or come against you or cross you. No. That's called, for a lack of a better word, it's intimidation. I guess that's the best way to put it. That's what that is. The best way I can put it is intimidation. When someone thinks that you think you are above them, they will proceed to do that. Okay? Now this is what we have here. Now I got all of these are up. So this one is upside down as well. So look at this one here. What do you see when you get this card? When you look at that card there, I feel like you're a humble person. I had this turned upside down. I do feel like you're a humble person, and I think you have the ability to capture kind of like a camera. You know how the camera looks down and it gets a count of different interactions, human interactions, and paranormal, out of the norm interactions. I think God put instinct within you, because I'm going to tell you something. I've had this to happen a couple of times, not too many times, where as a matter of fact, it is upside down. I'm sorry. I had it upside down just now. I had it right side up, and then I turned it around. So this is how it really truly goes. But I think, in essence, and you see you got the lightning like a camera, like you had the ability to see downfall or see, like God gives you a like a bird's eye view, the ability to see, in such as like you are a bird flying in the sky. Getting back to what I was saying, I had a couple of lucid dreams, and these dreams, when you have a futuristic lucid dream, words cannot explain. I'm trying to think of a movie. The best movie that I can explain it is if you watch that movie, The Ring. That's probably about the best way to describe it, is to watch that movie, The Ring, because it's like a to the brain, like a signal being sent to the brain, and it's like futuristic, like a futuristic type of mind's view. And of course, because we are contained to logic and reasoning and science, we're going to refer to those as, okay, well, perhaps there's something neurologically going on, probably some seizure activities, something going on with the brain, or whatever the case may be. And that's not to say that it's not, but this is how it happens. This is how He gives revelation to you by way of those things transpiring. Not to encourage people to go and, knowingly do things to see if God would tap into to give you insight. But some things He just, if He wants you to gain insight about something, you will be geared towards that. I also feel as though I have the Six of Swords here. Something lets me know that you are circumvented and surrounded by a lot of people who are not happy. Who are not happy. Like, that has some, how can I put it? I hate to always bring up, well, I don't always bring up sex, because it's more to life than sex. But I think have suffered perhaps some victimizations and things of the sort. And I think you are gifted in, helping those individuals to see the light, to get some type of healing, restoration, rebuilding of their spirit, to where they can heal and be productive citizens and teach and assist others. That's what I feel. Now I'm going to pull out Miss Cleo's Tarot Power Deck cards. That's what I'm going to do now. Alright, so 2, 4, and we got 6. So this is a 6 card Celtic Cross. For someone who is out there, that I feel as though your love life has, you have a pretty decent love life. And you should be one that can mentor, perhaps counsel individuals in regards to their love situations. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then this is card 1. Magician. I think you're able to, when I get the Magician card, oftentimes it's in reference to an illusion, or when something is not exactly as it appears to be. And I think in essence, you're able to understand God and how God works. That's what I feel. Like you're able to, not to say that people are stupid. I don't want people to feel like I'm saying you're stupid, but you have the ability, like God has a communication style or communication vessel with you, to where you are able to gain insight about things apart from what is being presented, particularly because you are aware of how spirits are. You pay attention to strategies, and when something is not right or out of the norm, you're able to tap into that. So this is what I have as card 2, 7 of Swords. Because you have a gift, I feel you have a gift when something is about to occur. Like when something is about to occur. That's what I feel. Particularly if it's unfavorable. So I do feel as though you have that gift. Above the situation, I have 4 of Swords. Like you're able to see when someone is being used. You have that ability to see that. Like when someone is being used as a message beyond measure. Like you're able to decipher what the language that is around us is truly actually saying. Like it says one thing, but the intent behind it is something different. And you have been afforded that opportunity that many people in this lifetime don't get to get. Okay? This is what I have as the reason, King of Staff. I think because you think, something lets me know that you think you're a high thinker. You're a free thinker. You're a high thinker. And oftentimes when you're like that, God does, because you are concerned about things. But He already knew how you were going to be prior to it even coming to fruition, before even coming into coming to pass. Now, oddly enough, in this reading, and I didn't pull these two cards in the same 222. I pulled 222, but these two cards, which are the same, were not a pair. That's the point. I have the Two of Swords to the left, which is card, I want to say that's 6 or 5. I get them mixed up, but I understand what it represents. It's a representation of the past or what's occurring. The future and what's occurring. Same card. So what does that tell you? You're able to see similarities, is the point. You're able to see patterns. You're able to pay attention to patterns. You're able to spirit channel. You're able to spirit conjure. You understand why certain things happen. If you sit back and pay attention, this is God giving you discernment about certain things and how, evil eye. So that's going to be a topic that I'm going to do for today is evil eye. A lot of times people, when they associate evil eye, they think of it in terms of like somebody rolling their eyes and don't like them and trying to do something to them. But if you pay attention to spirit and spirituality, God is going to put the spirit in certain individuals about somebody that is apart from. So say for instance, if someone is a vessel and God has used this person as a vessel, you will begin to see that it's a representation of something that you have not even fathomed. That's what that is. And you would know the difference. You would see the difference and you would know the difference. Okay? So I think you're going to be an eye for victims. You're going to be an eye for people that who are not able to see. You're going to be an eye for people. People are going to put a lot of trust in you. A lot of trust is going to be bestowed upon you, and they can get, at times, it can get overwhelming because there is such a duty to have to, heavy responsibility to take on. But trust and believe you're going to have, God is going to show you exactly how it operates and how it works. Because it's not nothing as you may think it to be. You're going to have help along the way, so to speak. Okay, so I am going to conclude this Facebook Live as well as my Spreaker podcast on the Love and Tarot card reader. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, like I said, I do aspire. I said I wasn't going to get that deep into spirituality and things of the sort, such as Ouija board, but something is prompting me to get a Ouija board. And I think I'm going to get that Ouija board. It'll be enhanced understanding. That's what I feel. Alright, but anyway, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, you're more than welcome to comment below. Until then, have a safe and wonderful day. Good day.